Sometimes the way a story is told greatly affects the impact it has on people. As we've seen time and time again, some stories just don't work in live action. No amount of enslaved VFX artists are going to be able to make this look good. This is horrific. The strength of live action is subtlety, complicated human body language, the intricacies of conversation. Directors don't have the same level of control over actors like they do drawings, leaving room for human imperfection to creep in and make the characters feel more relatable. But some stories don't rely on subtlety. With animation, you can forget about realism completely and exaggerate things to an impossible level without shattering the audience's immersion. You take an ordinary idea and try to convince the viewer to completely ignore their familiarity with it. For example, driving is boring. The majority of it consists of sitting in traffic and hating the human race. So when you see something like this, it's hard to make that disconnect and actually take it seriously. This looks just a little too stupid. Back to reality. The Redline isn't shackled down by logic. The cars are unpredictable and feel as alive as the characters. The characters are stripped down and written solely to maximize entertainment, and the entertainment's constantly trying to loosen you up and overwhelm your senses. Today, I want to tell you about one of the best uses of animation I've seen yet. Every 5 years, the universe gets together and holds a massive no-rules racing competition, the Redline. This isn't some normal race though, where all the cars are stuck hitting never-ending left turns. The lack of restrictions lets the drivers get creative with their strategies for winning. Some racers change terrain, modifying their cars to dig underground or drive over water, and others turn their vehicles into massive moving weapons, increasing their odds of winning by murdering the competition. The main character does neither. JP's a dude who fucked his life up. As a young racer desperate for competitive car parts, he got in deep with the mafia, which led to him getting caught up for match fixing. Now awaiting trial, he needs to make enough money to post bail. He plans to do this by fixing more matches. His genius strategy for racing is to just drive really fast. It works though, and by complete luck, JP's one of only 2 humans to qualify for Redline. He tries to fuck the other one. The cool thing about having a setting as broad as outer space is that the character designers have the freedom to make whatever weird alien creatures they want. Now, I don't know why they chose furries, tweakers, and prostitutes, but I can't complain, because almost anything's better than actual racing fans. Aside from the animation, the side characters are the strongest part of the movie. Even if you only see someone for a couple seconds, they're written to be so over the top that the few lines they deliver breathe personality into the world and keep it convincing. The racers actually talk like they're in a competitive sport.
Now we're even, you cocksuckers!
She sounds like me. Redline's biggest achievement is the way it looks. Its distinct art style was created by painstakingly hand-drawing more than 100,000 frames over 7 years. While this ended up putting the movie extremely over budget and delaying its release by a couple years, it was definitely the right decision. What makes Redline memorable is how it constantly demands your attention from start to finish. The hand-drawn art style gives the vehicles a sense of weight and speed, and the unpredictable movements help you to forget about how boring actual racing is. All of this goes back to those 100,000 frames. If the animation was bad or even just okay, the movie wouldn't hit the same. Honestly, it'd be fucking unwatchable. While the action scenes are these incredible works of art, the way the movie arrives at them is stupid. I'm convinced that at one point the production team decided, wait a minute, fuck a story, let's just draw as much cool shit as we can until our animators start overdosing on their antidepressants. If you as a viewer actually try to follow along with everything that's going on, you'll stroke out 20 minutes in. Plot points appear out of thin air and disappear seconds later. Halfway through the movie, there's a heist mission to stop an orbital laser cannon from ripping the planet apart. One of the bad guys has himself brutally mutilated so he can merge with a clump of tentacles to fist fight a top secret world-ending biological weapon. This is a racing movie. Luckily, you don't really have time to get distracted by how schizophrenic everything is when you're jumping from adrenaline hit to adrenaline hit. If the thought of turning your brain off and watching something that feels like a passionately made mix of playing Mario Kart and smoking lighter fluids sounds cool to you, then Redline's a one-of-a-kind movie that instantly grabs your attention and holds it hostage for its entire runtime. You just need to know what you're getting into. Don't be this guy.
If you're looking for something calm and measured, this film is not for you.
What about this gave off calm and measured? Lately, I've been getting spammed with VPN ads across YouTube, and I don't think people realize that network security is only a small part of protecting yourself online. That's where the sponsor of today's video, Aura, comes in. Aura is a digital security company that offers an all-in-one solution for a safer internet experience. They provide you with a VPN, but also all of this. Some of the things that I found interesting were masked emails that you can give out when you don't want a website to know your real information, constant dark web monitoring for your online accounts and personal data, and $1 million in identity theft insurance. This is on top of the usual stuff like an antivirus, password manager, and parental controls. The internet can be a pretty scary place. Fake websites, malware, data leaks. You say one wrong thing in a multiplayer game, and some weirdo living halfway across the world deep fries your router. If you want to feel safe using the internet, there really isn't an easier way than Aura. If you're interested, Aura's given me my own link, which you can use for a 14-day free trial and a 60-day money-back guarantee if you get an annual plan. If any of the features I mentioned sounded useful, try them out. There's no risk. Alright, thanks for watching. See you soon.